Africa, stop pitying and start partnering. Because childhood vaccines worked and institutional development programs did not. So now job seekers far outpace job creators, creating a problem. Unless Africans can create 600 million jobs over the next 25 years, we can all expect instability. Africa's young entrepreneurs now know this. They are laser focused on solving this. Entrepreneurs create jobs, especially when they have startup capital. When we donate, we lose all our capital and foster dependence. When we partner, we acknowledge mutual respect and self-sufficiency. African diaspora who live abroad are not waiting for foreign saviors. They're taking the lead and sending more money home than all official development assistance programs combined. I believe their higher remittances include investment capital for entrepreneurial ventures back home. And here's why. During the 2008 financial meltdown, America had an emperor's new clothes moment. As America's economy tanked, African economies were enjoying eye-popping growth. So naturally, Africans who were studying at America's top universities reevaluated their career options. And instead of staying in Silicon Valley or going to Wall Street, they started returning home with their entrepreneurial zeal, world-class skills, and powerful networks, reversing that continent's brain drain. Brilliant Africans like these continue to arrive at our universities every year. Berkeley Haas School has an African business club, and this was their 10th year last month to host a business forum. They asked me to explain to them how venture capital works in Africa and how it differs from Silicon Valley. Every year, graduates like them become circular migrators. They have citizenship and families and homes in both Africa and America. They bridge the gaps between outdated American perspectives and Africa's new reality. They build trust, they inspire innovations, and they create jobs on both sides of the Atlantic, just like their counterparts from Asia did 40 years ago, shuttling across the Pacific. Asian entrepreneurs raised startup capital from Asian diaspora living around the Pacific Rim. Then they raised scale-up capital from Silicon Valley. How did that work out? Together, they helped lift 1 billion Asians out of extreme poverty. How do people move out of poverty? A massive World Bank study asked 60,000 people that question. 80% said personal initiatives, like entrepreneurial ventures. They said that the freedom to pursue their plans without barriers mattered more than anything else. African entrepreneurs have barriers, but they've overcome them. Mo Ibrahim's Celtel team built mobile phone infrastructure across a dozen African countries. Their biggest challenge was capital raising. So he sold his UK network design firm for $900 million and invested his share into Celtel's launch. African entrepreneurs used Mo's infrastructure to innovate ways so people living abroad could send money home. They did it so well that it created a $2 trillion global market for mobile money. Mobile money industry in Africa represents about 70% of that. Funke Opeke left the headquarters in New York City of Verizon. She left to launch a venture that would bring a subsea cable 7,000 kilometers from Portugal to West Africa. Her biggest challenge was, but she succeeded thanks to her stellar resume and work ethic. African tech entrepreneurs used that internet access to create financial tools that powered frictionless international transactions, creating several billion-dollar startups, rewarding startup investors for their courage. I met this team in Texas in 2010. They were working their way through grad schools. They were also launching a tech hub in Lagos. Their passion was, and always has been, job creation for African youth through tech innovations. And their approach was to mentor tech-savvy teams and fund them with local angel investment. They found other African returnees doing the same business incubation in other countries the same year, and partnered with them to co-establish Pan-African associations. These organizations advocate for hundreds of tech hubs, convene thousands of local angel investors, and impact millions of youth, and attract global partnerships. In 17 years, this team has never asked me for anything. They have always delivered more than I ever imagined possible. They have never let me down. And they thank me all the time. And I ask why. And they say, thank you for believing in us when we were just boys with a dream. In 2016, I noticed Silicon Valley's biggest names investing in African-led ventures registered in the US. Some were in Lofty Inc.'s portfolio, their angel portfolio. I asked the team to partner with me because I wanted a US-registered entity to manage formal venture capital funds so American investors like me could back African tech ventures. Our first fund closed 2 years later. It pioneered an alternative asset class that is high potential, uncorrelated, and impactful. It matched sustainable development goals and diversified portfolios. Its success provided significant returns to investors. Many of us reinvested our profits back into the next fund for emerging Afropreneurs, compounding potential impact. This success inspired more African VC fund managers and founders to contribute their lives to scale up Africa's entrepreneurial ecosystem. But none of these good things can happen unless fund managers have capital to invest. Across Africa, smart capital is backing smart minds. They are driving the next wave of innovations. This will unleash a global growth cycle if we believe and if we partner together.